before where we got so rudely interrupted. I guess my battery died and I didn't have it plugged in. Whoops, forgot about that. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, corners. A simple diamond like this means slow down 10 kilometers below the speed limit. Recommended in bad weather. If you see a single diamond with a square underneath it, it will always mean the speed limit is 20 kilometers. The suggested speed limit is 20 kilometers below the highway speed. So if we see one of those, the speed limit on this highway is 90. A single diamond with a square underneath, the speed limit will always be 70 around that corner. And then if you see the single diamond that has a slow and then the diamond with a square underneath it after that, it'll always be at least 30 or less. So in a 90 zone like this, if you see the slow and then another diamond behind it, it'll always be 60 kilometers or slower, which is great, just awesome in really bad weather. If it's raining hard, snowing hard, dark out, you don't know the road, you look for that pattern of diamonds and you know what speed that corner will be recommended for. Of course, now we're not getting any of those. You have to look at the last video. I saw a bunch of those. I just wasn't thinking. It's definitely still snowing, sleeting over here. Is that the right term, sleeting? We're definitely still getting sleet and snow. Our first rest area along Highway 33. I'm not going to stop at this one because you can't get a truck into there. The next one's got a nice little pull out. Looks like it's part of the old highway. Nice little loop around, so I'll pull into that one. Well, the sign even says no trucks allowed. You could park on the shoulder here if you really needed to, but really needed a break. But the next rest area is 43 kilometers away. What is that? 70 miles? No, way wrong. I'm going the wrong direction. Here's a slow, so we know the next corner is going to be 60 or less. There it is. What did I say? 40 kilometers. So that's only 27 miles. Yeah, I was doing the math completely backwards. See there, we got the single diamond with a square underneath. It'll always be 70 on this highway. And another one. Don't need to be able to read the sign, or don't need to be able to read what the recommended speed is, you just know. Of course, you still have to use common sense. Sometimes there's signs missing, especially after winter. Snow plows knock some over. Tend to replace them by fall, but some corners can catch you off guard. It's like, whoa, no sign, was not expecting that corner. I don't know, one time there was just a slow and then no sign after that. It's like, well, at least I know it's 30 kilometers below recommended speed. So at least I'll hit that by the corner, and if it feels too fast, I'll go even slower. And that was in 100 kilometer zone, so I was always hitting it at 70. When they replaced the sign, it said 60. There's going to be a 60 or a, yeah, 60 here. Yeah. I was thinking 100 kilometers for a second. That one's going to be a 70. Nope, it's a 60. I'm wrong. See, it's not always right. Not quite always. But for the most part, rule of thumb is pretty accurate. I guess they figured on that one you're already slow for that 60 corner. There's going to be another 60 here. Because we got the slow. Entering Beaverdale. It'll be a 70. Entering Beaverdale, but here, this community here is called Carmi. Hence why in Penticton there's a street called Carmi. And that street, if you follow those old logging roads, come right over the mountain to this side. Of course, most of those logging roads are deactivated, and you're going to need a big 4x4 to make it. I tried once without a GPS. Went up Penticton, like, okay, I'm going to head east. No compass, just going to head east. Use my nose. I did have a back roads map, which was completely useless. When you think you know where you are and you are at a different corner and you're making decisions based on where you think you are. So we got up to the 201, kept heading straight across over the logging roads with the Ford Explorer. And when you're driving through forest like that, apparently it's easy to get confused where north is. Compass would be a good idea. Even then, roads, they swiggle back and forth so much. A road that looks like it's going east might be ending up going north or south. So we drove and drove and drove, and it's like, we should really be coming over the mountain here soon. Like, we should be coming up to Carmi pretty soon. Like, nope, keep driving. More driving. I'm like, I know exactly where we are. The rest of the people in the car are laughing at me. Go, we're lost. It's like, no, I know exactly where we are. And it's like, hey, the valley all of a sudden opens up. We're going downhill. Yes, we're to Carmi. It's like, wait, this is a pretty big road here. Gravel road. What is this? Okay, let's go down it. Oh, we're in OK Falls. What? So I totally got turned around, and we ended up driving through back roads for hours. Instead of ending up here in Carmi, we ended up in OK Falls. Then taking OK Falls, the very long scenic route. Keep turning my cruise control on here because I tend to speed in this section if I don't. Because the speed limit feels like it should be 100, but it's 90 the whole way. So set cruise control at 90 and try not to be speeding. These bigger downhills, I catch the cruise control. But the small down slopes that can gain speed on me without noticing. And the other thing is going up a hill and around a corner, I'm just throttle down. Oh, so it's like, whoa, I'm over 90 already. Welcome to Beaverdale. Ice cream and pizza ahead. Both of those sound pretty good right now. Are you guessing the speed limits before you see them? Beaverdale. I wonder if these roads were made by trappers, hence the name Beaverdale. Were there beavers over here and mates for good hunting? Good trapping? Sell them to the Hudson Bay Company? Because the Hudson Bay Company started as fur trade. Unfortunately, a lot of the Hudson Bays have gone out of business. School here. It says no parking 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, so totally park a big rig there overnight if you needed to. Good to know. Good to know. I'm always looking for new places to park. Every now and then it's like, okay, I'm in the middle of nowhere over here. Where can I park? Now, fortunately, some places you're like, I can park there, and all of a sudden next time you show up, out of hours, you got it all planned out, and now there's no parking signs everywhere. It's like, sorry, out of hours. I've got to park. I'll know for next time I can't park here, but I've got to park. That was Beaverdale. So yeah, we're headed to Grand Forks. We're gonna load steel shot, or as they call it, granulated slag. Other people just call it sand, but it's steel. Steel sand. And that's gonna go to Seattle somewhere. I looked up the address where I'm supposed to go. It's a residential area. The actual address is actually a health center. So we'll see what the actual address says on the paperwork once I'm loaded. If it says the same thing, I'll have to make some calls and figure out where I'm actually delivering it, because I doubt I'm delivering it to a residential area down this tiny little road, overgrown trees. I don't even think a big rig could fit underneath those trees, let alone a Super Bee, into that yard. So they might have an office there, but I doubt I'm delivering there. Unless there's a construction site there and they need a steel shot something, steel sandblast something. Shot blast? That'd be the better term. Shot blasting's actually a fun job. Did it for a couple of years. Load King. Shot blasted many, many Load King trailers. Where you end up looking like a football player because you got that huge helmet on your head for 8 hours a day. Your neck muscles become as wide as your head. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. It looks like it's turning into a fine rain here now, so maybe the weather will turn better. I hope the weekend is going to be beautiful. I need it to be beautiful, at least by Monday night. It has to be nice and dry and warm day. Please? Pretty please? Well, if you guys enjoyed the two videos, interrupted in the middle, hit the thumbs up, and we'll see you guys on the flip side.